Now, if you've been a fan of Robot Combat for any sort of time, you know it's a wild world. All sorts of drama, all sorts of controversy, and every now and then some surprising faces coming into the sport. Of course, we had Chomp going down the SB's red carpet in 2016. We had Jay Leno in the sport all the way back in the Comedy Central days. Will Wright before that. We have a new captain maybe in the world of Robot Combat. We'll be talking about that here in a second. Potentially exclusive news at the Combot Collective. Stay tuned for this one. It's big.
Welcome to the Combot Collective.
Hello and welcome to the Combot Collective. Bring everything you want to know from the world of Robot Combat, from the heavyweight class to the flyweight class, from Battlebots to the live circuit. And we got some news today, and this is an exciting one because I think for the first time in quite a while, we got some exclusive news to drop here at TCC. This is a big one, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm your host, as always, Sterling Brown, aka Sterling TXTG on Instagram. You know all the social medias, of course, the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube. You can find all of them in the description below. Please follow us on all of them. Like the YouTube. Give us a subscription if you enjoyed the video. And, of course, as always, this video was sponsored by our friends at robotsaruinmylife.com. They are the merchandise and exposure provider for numerous Robot Combat teams on the East Coast, such as Omega Team and Team Shredder Bro. You'll see these robots all over the place, mainly at Motorama and HRL, and of course Battlebots with Shredder Bro, Ripperoni, and Starchild, a robot that we just saw compete in an excellent battle against Gigabyte. Big time fight, very valiant performance there by Starchild, but this is all about Robots Are In My Life. It's an awesome website. Check it out. They have t-shirts, they have prints, they have buttons, they have pizza boxes, they have poker chips, of course. You gotta have the poker chips. Be sure to check it out. It's in the description below. But now let's get to the news. This is big news. Here we go. Of course, it is April 1st. It is a new month in the world of Robot Combat, and as we now enter the second half of the Battlebots World Championship 8 season and the thick of RoboGames tournament season, we see things that are always ever evolving in this amazing sport, and that may even involve who's partaking in it. Like I mentioned at the top of the video, we've seen legendary game designer Will Wright appear in the Robot Action League way back in the 90s. Jay Leno hosts his own robot team with Team Late Show back in the Comedy Central days with Chinkilla, a robot which fought both in the Battlebox and on the the Late Show? Late Show? I don't know what it was. That one show I watched when I was 4. And of course, we've seen even the UK rap group Rizzle Kicks work directly with the legendary John Reid himself. Perhaps maybe though, it's time to beam up a different captain in the world of Robot Combat. This is crazy. We can now report that the former multi-time Emmy and Golden Globe Award winner, William Shatner, yes, that William Shatner, a man who has his name on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, we can now report that his personal group, the guys that handle his NFTs and all that cool stuff, Team Shatner LLC has acquired the full rights to the very popular robot combat team Bots FC for $1,125,000. Talk about a hell of a payday for the Wrigley brothers and all their team over there. This transaction will give William Shatner, Team Shatner, and likely the NFT Crew, and whoever he wishes to have run Bots FC. Maybe it will be the Wrigley brothers. We'll get to that in a minute. They will have full control of the Bots FC HQ in Brooklyn, New York. They will have the full inventory of scarves, uniforms, and poker chips. But of course, most importantly, you got the hardware here. The robots of Bots FC. They're going to have full ownership of machines like Knockoff White, Emulsifier, and of course, the face of their team, Shatter. For those more casual or those just not in the know, Bots FC is one of the United States' premier robot combat programs and is arguably the best hammer bot team we have seen in the world since they've hit the scene. New York's Adam Wrigley and Ohio's Matt Boers first founded a team around 2014 and have been on top of the sport since, a legacy of success since about 2018, I'd say, when they really figured it out. because that year is the year where their heavyweight at the time, Blue, managed to go undefeated in both the United States of America and China during that year in 2 events. We then only saw the team 2 years later at Battlebots 2020 make the Elite 8 with Blue's sequel Shatter, a much sleeker, much nicer version of Blue, the version we all know and love today. The team has also enjoyed near untouchable success in smaller live events such as Motorama and NHRL with their 30-pounders, Knockoff White, and the original Emulsifier, both doing excellent at these events, multiple titles, and in fact, as you know if you've watched the Combot Collective, Emulsifier is the defending annual NHRL 30-pound champion, looking to defend that title once again this year. Be interesting to see who's at the controls. And yeah, that's the big thing here. So, I mean, factoring all this, everything that's been happening right now with William Shatner and Bots FC, maybe this was the time for the team in Brooklyn to sell big on their property. Emulsifier has a serious championship reputation thanks to that aforementioned 2022 finals where it, massively upped the team's value with that performance. But here's the big thing, and here's the big topic that we just can't ignore. Right now, currently both Emulsifier and especially Shatter, the team's main 250-pounders, the team's signature robots, they are on Skid Row right now with a collective 1-5 record entering round 4 of World Championship 8. So selling the team while the stock is still very high could be huge for the Wrigleys and Boers families. We'll see how it goes for them. Could be big, could be, a new route for them. Who knows how it goes, but here's what we do know. When the Combot Collective tried to DM William Shatner on Twitter about this recent development, he of course didn't read it. He probably doesn't even look at his Twitter. He's William Shatner after all. We also tried calling William Shatner LLC, and we got an automated response. Big surprise there. Little to no info. But after getting some info from Keon, one of our anonymous sources on the UDA Discord server, we did receive some info about the Bots FC and William Shatner situation. It appears that this is William Shatner trying to reach his way into the STEM community late into his life. From this info, we've also heard that William Shatner will be attempting to attend Battlebots 2023 in some capacity, but not as a captain, of course, but more as a mascot/spokesperson for Bots FC. So, obviously, William Shatner ain't picking up no wrench. So, as of right now, until he finds a better pit crew, it will likely be the regular Bots FC guys keeping up with these robots. Maybe he'll hire some F1 pit crew. Who knows what's going to happen? Emulsifier will still probably be captain and driven by Matt Boers if he wants to play it safe. And same for Adam Wrigley's iconic Hammerbot. But here's the big news. From what we understand, to go in line with the brand new ownership with William Shatner LLC, the 2020 Top 8 robot Shatter will be officially renamed to Shatner. And while this change may be jarring to Battlebots fans at first, going from Shatter to Shatner, I do believe that something simple as a rename could make Shatner a serious contender for a bounce-back 2023 World Championship. All it takes is, a rebrand, a little bit of money to go in the right direction. All of a sudden, the program's, making new waves once again. And we've also heard, and this is only a rumor, so don't take this one as fact, this is just something we heard as well. We've also heard that William Shatner may be talking to the San Diego Padres, his favorite professional baseball team, for a sponsorship deal, which would rename Emulsifier to Emulsifier, but that just stands as a rumor right now. Like I mentioned, that's what we have right now. William Shatner with William Shatner LLC. He's all about NFTs and Battlebots in the arena. He has bought Bots FC. We're going to hopefully see more Emulsifier and Shatner, not Shatter. We're calling him Shatner now inside the Battlebox. I can't wait to see it. It's awesome to see another celebrity inside the Battlebox. Maybe this guy could be like our Jay Leno with the new era. You know what I mean? Could be really fun. But that's going to wrap it up for us at the Combot Collective. Crazy news to drop. I'm super excited about this one. Can't wait to see these guys inside the arena. But that's going to wrap it up for me here. As always at the Combot Collective, I'm your host, Sterling Brown, aka Sterling TXTG. That's where you can find me on Instagram. We have our social medias, our Instagram and our Facebook. They are both in the description below. We are going to be dropping this news in a little article on those pages, hopefully within the next couple of days, probably on the same day as this. That would be the best bet. And of course, we have our Discord server. A lot of builder discussion there. We have some aspiring builders. We have some fans of Robot Combot. We have a couple of event organizers in the group now. That's exciting. And of course, we also have the YouTube page. If you like this video, if you enjoyed it for any sort of reason, whether you find it informative or fun, Please like the video. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe. Give us your thoughts about William Shatner being now in charge of Bots FC. It's crazy what happens in the sport now. It evolves every day. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and get you guys out of here. Just a quickie here. We'll see you next time at the Combot Collective for more Robot Combat news. More Robot Combat tonight. More Robot Combat everything.
This was the Combot Collective. Find us on Instagram and Discord.